Lying in your deathbed, your mind wandering between living the rest of your life or ending it suddenly, what would you choose? Debates about the ethics of euthanasia and physician-assisted suicide date from ancient Rome and Greece. The ancient Greeks and Romans did not believe that life needed to be preserved at any cost. However, in recent years, the battle between euthanasia has grown. According to en.wikipedia.org, euthanasia is defined as administration of lethal medications to a patient by a physician with the intention of ending the patient's life. When a person carries out the act of euthanasia, he brings about the death of another person because he believes the latter's present existence is so bad that they would be better off dead. The lowest of the physician is healer. So when you totally change that by authorizing physicians to take people's lives, it alarms people. According to www.euthanasia.com/by state, right now 34 out of 50 states in the United States has banned euthanasia. The exception to this being Oregon. Oregon legalized euthanasia. In the entire world, only 2 countries has legalized euthanasia. One of the countries being Belgium, right here. The other and the other one being the Netherlands, which is right here. The argument among those for the use of euthanasia and those against euthanasia is, do people have the right to choose euthanasia for themselves, and what would be the effects of legalizing euthanasia? And the battle between autonomy, the right to self-govern, which all Americans have, and death is presented. The people, the people that are for euthanasia say yes. In this country, we have the right to autonomy. But where should the line be drawn? In comparison to murder, it is your own self-right to want to kill someone unjustly. However, it is against the law. And to most, murder is unmoral. So what about euthanizing someone? How does that compare to murder? Those that are against euthanasia say cons outweigh the pros if euthanasia is legalized. They question that if every person euthanized will be so justice. The terminating ill is a class of persons who need protection from family, social, and economic pressures, and who are often particularly vulnerable to such pressures because of chronic pain, depression, and the effects of medication. With the pressures of financial bills and their heartaches and waste of time, the patient may feel that it is their responsibility to relieve the suffering from their families. So those that feel that that way is the right way to legalize euthanasia, Dr. Death, better known as Jack Kevorkian, was arrested for euthanizing more than 130 people. Jack Kevorkian was arrested and charged with second-degree murder of Thomas Joke, who was suffering from the Louis Gregg disease. Thomas Joke asked Kevorkian to end his life, and Kevorkian complied by injecting euthanasia into Yoke's head, and it immediately stopped his heart. Jack Kevorkian is a former medical pathologist who supports voluntary euthanasia. He became famous in the 1990s for his death machine. The device he invented allowed you to inject it and kill yourself. In September of 1998, he videotaped the death of Thomas Joke. The, the, the tape was broadcasted on CBS television show 60 Minutes. In November, Kevorkian ended up in trial again, charged with murder and delivery of controlled substance. With this horrific example, how can anyone believe in euthanizing someone? Although I do believe in patients' rights and autonomy. I don't believe in murder, whether it is of our own self or not, should be one of those rights. No one should have the right to kill. I believe it will produce a snowball effect where no one will be able to decipher between euthanasia and murder. There would have to be superior security measures taken to ensure that the patient truly agreed to euthanasia. Euthanasia should not be legalized. The battle between euthanasia and autonomy has ended. Thank you.